Hi, Wycliffe Barrett here, Xplane dedicated. We're going to have a look at SkyMaxx Pro version 4. See you right after the intro.
Report roasted. 2,000 feet.
So, just before Christmas, SkyMaxx 4 comes out, and it's very, very good. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a review. I'm not going to do a comparison. I'm just going to review the product, okay? I'll tell you already, what I've seen is very, very good. If you're not a customer, so if this is the first time you're buying it, it's going to cost you $39.95. If you're already a customer, it's going to cost you $20. So if you've already got SkyMaxx Pro version 3, then you'll get SMP 4 for $20. That's a 50% discount. You can only do that for 60 days as from yesterday, so you've got quite a bit of time to make up your mind whether you want to get it. I hope my review helps. As I say, it's not a comparison, it's a review of a product. SkyMaxx Pro version 4 by X Aviation. Okay guys, I'm here on the ground at somewhere in America. In fact, I'm at KCMX. Now this was today, so the weather that you see going on in the background behind these setting screens is real time. I do have JSGME and winter season textures activated, so that's why you've got the winter textures there. SkyMaxx Pro version 4, it's really easy to install. It comes with an installer, you just install it, and then you have those setting screens that you just saw there at the beginning. And there are quite a number of different things on the setting screens, especially around solid stratiform and particles, etc. So around that particular area there's a lot of differences. There is also another part of the configuration whereby you can change the size of the snowflakes and the size of the raindrops, which is very, very good indeed. And so you really need to have a look at that. It's all in the manual, so I'm not going to go into great detail. Also, the real weather connector has been updated, and if you get SkyMaxx Pro version 4 and you've already had SkyMaxx version 3 with the real weather connector, the real weather connector is obviously an update and a free download, so you don't have to pay for that. If you're buying this for the first time, as I said earlier, it's $39.95. If you're an existing customer, it's $19.95. I did say $20, but it's actually $19.95. As you can see here, panning around the aircraft, it is snowing, and I've increased the size of the snowflakes. Now the METAR for this said light snow, so this is light snow. It's not a snowstorm, just light snow. So that was in America, KCMX. Of course, this is Cardiff EGFF, and what I did here is I turned on FSGRW, so Flight Sim Global Real Weather, and as we all know, FSGRW is a weather generator. SkyMaxx Pro is just textures and clouds, including snow and rain, 3D snow and rain. This is your weather engine. This is what brings in the weather and draws it for you. Excuse me. As you can see, Cardiff there looks very, very grey, and that's exactly what it was like today. So this is almost real time. I think this was around about 12 noon today. It's now quite late in the evening as I record this, and as we look around, that is really good. What I like about this is that there is some delineation, so rather than it just being plain grey and looking, just solid grey, you can actually see different shades of grey, so therefore giving some depth perception to the 3D clouds. Let me go through the press release and tell you what it says exactly about SkyMaxx Pro version 4. So the key features are that it's got cloud movement depending on wind, speed and direction. Clouds morph with weather conditions. It also has a true cirrus layer with static contrails, and the cirrus layer is actually 3D. There's 3D procedurally drawn clouds. Crepuscular rays, or the God rays, have been redone, and so you don't have that horrible jarring effect where it was like turning on a light switch. Excuse me. Custom sky colors. Clouds are illuminated by landing lights. Performance and appearance tuning using a custom user interface, and the interface has been redone, as I showed you earlier. There's high resolution cloud puffs for more realism, so you can have HD cloud puffs you can have crisp, soft or fast. So those are all configurations that help the machine run smoothly and fastly, no such word. Cloud shadows with adjustable intensity uses a new shadowing technique never before seen in Xplane with no measurable frame rate impact, and I have to agree with that, having flown it several times today, and I've just completed a flight down to Jersey. No impact on frames whatsoever. Lens flare is now available, which is a first for Xplane. Towering cumulus clouds and cumulus nimbus will be added when thunderstorms are present. Integrates automatically with SkyMaxx for 3D thunder sound effects. Solid and broken 3D stratiform clouds with hyper-realistic shading and in-cloud effects. Dynamic imposters for large cloud draw distances at high performance. Built-in video and system memory monitor. Soft cloud blending of clouds with terrain. Works with real weather connector for localized weather effects. Replacement precipitation system with mixed rain, sleet, snow effects. So there you have it. That's what the press release is saying, and I have to say it's really, really good. I've been in snow, I've been in rain, and it does look really, really impressive. One of the things that needs to be sorted out is that on occasion, if you're in an external view and you're looking at the clouds, if you scroll around the aircraft, some of the clouds will pop up as if just suddenly appearing. But I think that might be a consequence of being in an external view and moving around quickly. Certainly when you're flying internally, you don't see that. Here you can see some external views as I climb away from Cardiff, trying to get above the clouds so that you can actually see what it looks like from the top. It's very wispy. You do get the effect of speed as you fly through the cloud, and it is 3D volumetric clouds, so you feel as if you're actually going through something. A very, very clever effect. We're coming close to the point when I say, is it worth the money? Well, I have to say yes, it is definitely worth the money. I will also say that I have been a SkyMaxx Pro supporter right from the very beginning when we had SMP1, so maybe I'm a little bit of a fanboy, but trying to be fair and balanced, I would say it's worth the money. If you're already a customer, you've already got SkyMaxx 3, then to pay only $19.95, which works out at £16 here in the UK, is incredibly good value for money for what we're getting, because there's a lot of work has gone into this. So moving away from that then, are there any bugs, any problems with it? I haven't seen any, apart from on one occasion in an external view, I could see cloud ahead of me, and there would seem to be like a square cut. As I was looking down at the clouds, there seemed to be a square cut in the clouds, which was a bit weird, and I'm not quite sure what that was about. So it might be a bug, it might be something that can be cleared up in the not too distant future. I certainly hope so. It's very difficult, because I am such a fan of it, it's very difficult for me to find things wrong with it, but I'm sure that there must be. Other than that, it does look really quite spectacular. Earlier this evening I flew into Jersey, and that was pretty hard going. And it was hard going because there was real heavy fog going into Jersey, and it was foggy, so visibility was very, very low. It was RVR conditions. Maybe I should have done a go around on my approach, but I was able to see the runway at a certain level, so that was okay. I'm going to stop talking for a moment, we'll have some music, and then we'll have a look at Innsbruck. So here we are at Innsbruck, and what I wanted to do here was have a look at Innsbruck, because you're always guaranteed some interesting weather, and as you can see, it's rather quite nice. You know, you can see some blue skies there. So what I did, I decided to do my usual trick, which is just going straight up in the air from the aircraft or from the airport and try to go through the cloud layers and see what it looks like. As we climb higher and higher here, of course, I haven't got RTH on anymore. I've taken RTH off, so we haven't got that distant haze in XP10, but we just went through a cloud layer there. Carrying on up, there's another cloud layer above us and a bit of cirrus I think I see there, so we'll carry on up and see how it turns out, what it looks like. It's looking very nice. Here we go, we're coming through a cirrus layer now, so that's wispy cloud, and the cirrus is 3D. There we go, and we've got another layer of cloud here as we come up. I don't know how high I am. I could be 30,000 feet, I'm not quite sure, but we're coming up on the top of it here, and there you go, you've got that that candy floss look that some people crave for. I must admit, from what I've seen so far, I haven't seen blanket white. I haven't seen the blanket white effect. I've just seen like going up through different layers, and you know, certainly having that kind of candy floss effect. Just pulling up the configuration screen here because I want to change the sky colors, which you can do within that. So there's no real need for Max FX. I have got Max FX, and I may have a mess around with that to make sure that it works, and I'm pretty sure it does work okay. So you know, we'll just have a look at that. So overall, I think we've got a pretty good product here. I'm trying to be as fair and balanced as possible, but it all comes down to the price, and the price is probably one of the best things about this at the moment. My recommendation is, if you want it, then go and buy it. My further recommendation would be, there are two products on the market now, so my recommendation would be, have a look at both of them if you can. Look at as many videos of both as you can, look at reviews, listen to what people are saying, and then make a choice, okay? As I say, I'm not making any comparisons between this and the other one. I'm just talking about this product, and from what I can see here, I really like this. I think it will improve, as obviously, because there will be upgrades to it. I think it will improve, get better and better as it goes along. So there we go. That's about as much as I can say about SkyMaxx Pro version 4. I like it. I've got it. I think, you know, if you're looking for something, then look at the two and then make up your own mind. Don't let anybody make up your mind for you. So as always, my name's Wycliffe Barrett. This is Xplane Dedicated. We're coming up to Christmas, so it's going to get very quiet now from me. I'm not going to be doing any videos between now and Christmas. I hope you all have a great holiday season, or Christmas, or however you're going to celebrate or relax over that period of time. Wherever you are in the world, just take care of yourself, be nice to each other, and just get along. And we'll see you in the new year. So from me and all of my buddies and the admin staff of Xplane Dedicated, we wish you a very happy holiday. You take care now, and we'll see you soon.